Watch this video every day and change your life. Imagine waking up every morning with a sense of dread, like a heavy weight sitting on your chest. You brush it off, thinking it's just stress, just the normal chaos of life. But deep down, you know something is draining you. Not just your schedule, not just your workload, but the people around you. Have you ever noticed how some people leave you feeling alive, inspired, ready to conquer the world, while others leave you exhausted, anxious, and questioning yourself? Here's the truth. The people you let into your life either fuel your fire or quietly, relentlessly extinguish it. Think about it for a second. Every interaction you have consumes energy. Every conversation, every meeting, every text, even a simple comment on social media, it all adds up. Now imagine if the majority of that energy went to people who don't lift you, who don't encourage you, who instead focus on drama, criticism, or jealousy. It's like trying to run a marathon with sandbags strapped to your legs. You can keep going, but it will be slow, painful, and ultimately you might never reach your full potential. That's why today we're going to explore the 5 reasons why cutting toxic people out of your life isn't just a choice. It's a necessity for your mental health, your self-esteem, your growth, and ultimately your happiness. Let's start with the first reason. Toxic people drain your energy. You've probably experienced this. You leave a conversation with someone and immediately feel exhausted, even if you weren't doing anything physically demanding. That's because toxic people operate like emotional vampires. They thrive on conflict, negativity, and control. Minor issues become major battles. They are constantly seeking attention, validation, or power over you. And the worst part, most of the time, they don't even realize the impact they're having. Picture your day as a fuel tank. Every interaction with a toxic person is like pouring fuel out of that tank. By the end of the day, you're running on fumes, trying to push through tasks that should be simple. Your focus suffers, your motivation dips, and your mood drops. And the emotional residue, it lingers. You replay their words, their actions, their criticisms, and before you know it, hours of your day or even days are gone, trapped in the echo of their negativity. Now, let's talk about the second reason. Toxic people affect your self-esteem. Self-esteem isn't just a buzzword, it's the lens through which you see yourself. Toxic individuals act like smudges on that lens, distorting reality, making you question your worth. Maybe they subtly mock your ambitions, belittle your successes, or plant seeds of doubt that grow into insecurity. Over time, this constant barrage chips away at your confidence, influencing every area of your life, from your career to your relationships. Here's the thing. Their negativity is never about you. It's a reflection of their own insecurities, fears, and limitations. But until you recognize that, it feels personal. It feels like an attack on your identity. And that's why distancing yourself is so powerful. When you step away, you start seeing yourself clearly through an untainted lens. You begin to rebuild confidence, rediscovering the strong, capable, worthy person you truly are. Journaling, affirmations, and surrounding yourself with people who genuinely support you will amplify this effect. Slowly, the smudges disappear, and your reflection becomes clear again. By now, you're probably beginning to see a pattern. Cutting toxic people out of your life isn't just about avoiding negativity. It's about reclaiming your energy, your confidence, and your peace of mind. It's about creating space for growth, for joy, and for meaningful connections that actually move you forward instead of holding you back. Now that we've covered the first 2 reasons, energy drain and self-esteem, get ready, because in the next section, we'll dive even deeper. We'll explore how toxicity impacts your mental health, halts your personal growth, and can create an unhealthy environment that stifles your success. Stay with me, because understanding these truths is the first step toward transforming your life. Now that we've explored how toxic people drain your energy and erode your self-esteem, let's dive into the third reason. They negatively impact your mental health. Mental health is the foundation for everything. Your decisions, your relationships, your productivity, and even how you perceive the world around you. Toxic people slowly chip away at this foundation, often without you noticing until it's too heavy to ignore. Think about it. Every snide comment, subtle criticism, or manipulative remark is like a small cut. Alone, it may seem minor, but over weeks, months, or years, these cuts add up, leaving deep scars. You start to doubt yourself constantly, second guess your decisions, and even question your own reality. This isn't paranoia, it's the natural response to repeated exposure to emotional manipulation. Chronic stress starts to build, and with it come headaches, fatigue, and sometimes even more serious physical effects. Now imagine living every day with that mental weight. You're on edge, always bracing for the next attack, the next confrontation, the next moment where someone makes you feel small. It's exhausting. And here's the crucial truth. Staying in that environment isn't bravery. It's slow self-sabotage. When you distance yourself, you're not running away. You're protecting your mind, your clarity, and your joy. It's like moving from a stormy, polluted city to a calm, clean countryside. Your thoughts become clearer, your creativity flows, and your peace of mind is restored. The fourth reason to cut toxic people from your life is personal growth. Think of your life as a journey up a mountain. Every step you take is progress toward the best version of yourself. Now, imagine someone constantly pulling you back down, whispering that your dreams are unrealistic, that you're not ready, or that you'll fail. Toxic people act like these invisible anchors. They distract you, slow you down, and often make you question whether your goals are even worth pursuing. But growth demands focus, resilience, and space to explore your potential. When you remove toxic influences, you free up mental bandwidth to innovate, learn, and act. Suddenly, projects that seemed impossible become achievable. You feel empowered to take risks, challenge yourself, and pursue opportunities that were previously intimidating. Surrounding yourself with positive influences doesn't just prevent setbacks, it actively fuels your ambition. Every moment you spend building yourself without interference is a step toward limitless potential. And that brings us to the fifth reason. Toxic people create an unhealthy environment. Life isn't just a series of isolated interactions, it's a continuous atmosphere. If your environment is toxic, it spills over into every part of your life. It makes your home feel cold and tense, your workplace stressful and hostile, and even your friendships complicated. Toxic individuals thrive on conflict and mistrust. They pit people against each other, foster fear, and turn simple misunderstandings into drama. Imagine trying to grow a garden in soil filled with poison. No matter how much you water or care for the plants, they struggle to thrive. That's what a toxic environment does to your mind, your goals, and your happiness. By stepping away from toxic people, you cultivate a fertile space, physically, emotionally, and mentally, where positivity, creativity, and growth can flourish. You begin to attract people who align with your values, who support your dreams, and who celebrate your victories instead of undermining them. Removing toxic influences isn't always easy. There may be guilt, doubt, or fear of confrontation. But remember this, every ounce of energy you reclaim, every moment of peace you create is an investment in yourself. Your life is your responsibility, and the quality of your environment shapes the quality of your experiences. By consciously choosing who occupies your space, you are taking control, not just surviving, but actively designing a life filled with joy, growth, and purpose. Now that we've covered mental health, personal growth, and environment, you can start to see a pattern emerge. Toxicity isn't just an inconvenience, it's a barrier to energy, to confidence, to peace, to progress. The moment you recognize it and take action, you set yourself free. And this is where the transformation begins. Not tomorrow, not next week, but right now. By now, you've seen how toxic people affect your energy, self-esteem, mental health, personal growth, and environment. But here's the most important truth. Stepping away from these influences isn't just about removing negativity. It's about making room for your own greatness. Every moment you spend bound to someone else's drama or criticism is a moment stolen from your own potential. Imagine the life you could build if every ounce of your energy, focus, and ambition was fully devoted to your dreams. Cutting toxic people out isn't always simple. Sometimes it's a family member, a longtime friend, or a coworker you can't easily avoid. But it's not about punishing them. It's about protecting yourself. Think of it like putting on a seatbelt. You wouldn't drive without one, even if it inconveniences you or annoys passengers, because your life matters. Boundaries work the same way. By setting limits and choosing distance, you safeguard your energy, your clarity, and your peace. And let's not forget the ripple effect of this decision. When you remove toxic influences, you create space for healthier connections. You'll attract people who inspire you, challenge you in positive ways, and celebrate your victories instead of diminishing them. Surrounding yourself with positive energy doesn't just feel good, it multiplies your success. It gives you motivation to pursue bigger goals, take bolder steps, and embrace challenges without fear. One of the most liberating aspects of this process is discovering that your happiness isn't dependent on anyone else. Toxic people often make you feel trapped or like your worth is defined by them. When you let go, you realize the freedom in claiming your own life. You start to see that your potential isn't limited by anyone's doubt or criticism. Every hour of peace you gain becomes fuel for growth, creativity, and joy. You begin to live life on your own terms, free from the invisible chains that once held you back. It's also important to recognize that cutting ties doesn't mean isolating yourself. It means choosing carefully who you allow to influence your life. Engage with mentors, friends, and communities that uplift you. Invest in activities that nourish your mind and body. Celebrate progress, no matter how small. These deliberate choices reinforce your resilience and help you maintain a mindset of positivity and growth. So what does this look like in practice? It might be as simple as limiting conversations with someone who constantly complains or manipulates. It might mean addressing conflicts directly and creating clear boundaries. Or it might mean making a tough decision to step away entirely from relationships that consistently drain you. Each step, no matter how small, contributes to a life where you can thrive. Remember, the most important relationship you'll ever have is the one with yourself. Protect it fiercely. Nurture it daily. Give yourself the love, respect, and attention you deserve. When you do, you'll start to notice changes everywhere else. Your work becomes more fulfilling, your creativity flows more freely, your relationships are healthier, and your overall sense of purpose grows stronger. So here's my challenge to you. Take a hard look at the people in your life today. Ask yourself, who is lifting me up and who is holding me back? Then take action. Start small if you need to. Limit exposure, speak your truth, and most importantly, don't feel guilty for choosing yourself. The path to greatness requires discipline, focus, and courage. By cutting toxic people out of your life, you're taking one of the boldest steps toward becoming the person you're meant to be. If this message resonates with you, leave a comment sharing one action you'll take today to protect your energy and nurture your growth. Like this video to show your commitment to self-improvement, and subscribe to the channel for more motivational content designed to empower you every single day. Remember, freedom from toxicity isn't just about comfort, it's about unlocking the life you were always capable of living. Wishing you the best life possible at every age. Keep your energy strong, your mind clear, and your spirit unbreakable. You deserve it.